This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. An Air India flight travelling from Delhi to Amritsar accidentally entered Pakistan airspace on Monday night after a technical issue affected its navigation system. According to reports, the aircraft moved off its planned route and crossed into Pakistani airspace for a short time. Pakistan's air traffic control authorities contacted the flight and issued a warning. The pilot then corrected the route and safely returned to Indian airspace. The aircraft later landed without any problems. No passenger or crew members were injured. Authorities are investigating the incident to determine the exact cause of the navigation malfunction. The Union Cabinet is set to meet today, raising speculation about a possible cabinet reshuffle. The discussion gained momentum after Minister of State George Kurian resigned from his post. His Rajya Sabha term ended and the BJP did not nominate him again. President Draupadi Murmu accepted his resignation. Adding to the speculation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met President Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan on Tuesday evening after the Padma Award ceremony. Political circles believe the government may soon make changes in the Union Cabinet. Reports suggest that some MPs who joined the BJP from AAP, TMC and Uddhav Thackeray faction could be considered for ministerial position. However, no official announcement has been made yet. All eyes are now today's cabinet meeting for any major political developments. Cockroach Janata Party founder Abhijit Dipke has rejected allegations that his group is linked to terrorists. Speaking at a protest in New Delhi, Dipke responded to remarks made by Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. The minister had reportedly described CJP as the B team of terrorists. Dipke said the party is only demanding justice for students and denied any connection to extremist groups. He also criticized the minister over student suicide cases and accused the government of ignoring youth concerns. The protest at Jantar Mantar entered its fourth consecutive day as supporters continued their demonstrations. A large Mahapanchayat was held in Piloti village of Bihar's Bhojpur district to protest the police encounter of Bharat Bhushan Tiwari. Around 5,000 people gathered and demanded a fair investigation into the case. Protesters raised slogans and asked for action against the police officers involved in the encounter. Posters calling Bharat Tiwari a martyr were displayed from the village to the highway. Political leaders and local residents attended the meeting. The gathering remained peaceful, but people strongly demanded justice and transparency. The issue has sparked debate across the region and increased pressure on authorities. The US Senate has passed a resolution opposing military action against Iran, urging President Donald Trump to stop any further involvement in the conflict. The measure was approved by a narrow 50-48 vote. Earlier, the House of Representatives had also backed the proposal. This marks the first time since the 1973 War Power Act that both chambers of Congress have formally called on a president to end war-related action. 4 Republican senators joined Democrats in support of the resolution, highlighting division within Trump's party. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in the UAE to discuss peace efforts. The United Nations Investigation Commission has accused Israel of deliberately targeting Palestinian children in Gaza and the West Bank. The reports say more than 20,000 children have been killed during the conflict. Investigators claim they found strong evidence of target killing and attacks that harm children. The commission called for accountability and urged all sides to protect civilians, especially children. Israel has rejected similar allegations in the past and say its military operation target militant groups, not civilians. The conflict continued to cause heavy casualties, displacement and a worsening humanitarian crisis across the region. Europe is facing a severe heat wave affecting 26 countries. France, Spain, UK and many other nations have issued heat alerts. Temperatures are expected to reach or cross 40 degrees Celsius in several areas. France has placed more than half of the country under a red alert. The government has banned drinking alcohol in public places to reduce health risks. Weather officials said Monday night was the hottest night ever recorded in France since record began in 1947. Some areas of France may see temperatures as high as 43 degrees Celsius. The extreme heat has also affected energy system, forcing the shutdown of a nuclear power plant. Europe remains on high alert as the heat wave continues. Pakistan is facing a growing water crisis after India suspended cooperation under the Indus Water Treaty following the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindoor. Reduced water flow from the Indus River has increased concern in Pakistan, where agriculture depends heavily on the river system. After failing to get relief through international legal channels, Pakistan's Defence Minister Khwaja Asif has issued strong statements against India. Meanwhile, Pakistan Army Chief is reportedly focusing on military preparedness with around 35 drone units deployed along the line of control. The situation has raised tension between the two countries. Though no direct military conflict has been reported, experts say weather security and border stability remain key concern for the region. India's stock market opened strongly on Wednesday. The Sensex rose by 750 points to reach 76,950, while the Nifty gained nearly 200 points and crossed the 24,000 mark. Investors showed strong interest in pharma and IT stocks, making them the best performing sector of the day. Shares of Tech Mahindra, Infosys, Power Grid and ICICI Bank climbed up by 3% during trading. Market experts say positive investor sentiment and buying in major companies supported the rally. The strong performance has boosted confidence among traders and investors across the country. Portuguese football captain Cristiano Ronaldo has created history by becoming the first player to score in 6 different FIFA World Cup. The 41-year-old achieved the record after scoring in the 6th minute against Uzbekistan on Tuesday in Houston. Ronaldo had also scored in the 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018 and 2022 World Cups. With this achievement, he moved ahead of Argentina star Lionel Messi. Ronaldo also became Portugal's highest goal scorer in World Cup history. Fans celebrated the milestone as another remarkable moment in the legendary footballer's long and successful career. Heavy rain hit Mumbai and caused problems across the city. Many roads were flooded, trees fell and several cars were damaged. The Andheri subway was closed because of waterlogging. Some local train services were also delayed. A wall collapsed in Vikhroli after the heavy rain. The weather department has issued a red alert for Mumbai and nearby areas. Pre-monsoon rain is continuing in several states, including Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. The monsoon is expected to reach these states within the next 3 days. In Bihar, lightning strikes killed 11 people during storms. Authorities have advised people to stay safe. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.